in the last election, we had 10 times the shark vote that we did the illegal aliens. And I don't mean Mexicans. I mean those goddamn Andronymous strain motherfuckers coming over here on their ships made out of light.
Welcome to the Thunk Tank Podcast. I'm Luke. Hope you like Johnny's Alex Jones rant there. I guess there was also Baby Shark song going in the background. Honestly, I have no idea what happened that night. I happened to find a file that said Would You Rather episode. We basically just partied and made that a podcast. So Johnny was up in our northern studios for a weekend visit, and we did a lot of drunk tanks. So if you don't know what that is, we just kind of do extra silly episodes. You can find those over on Patreon. So we decided to do a complete Would You Rather episode here. The title probably gives away what the heck the thing is about, but I'm assuming most people know what a Would You Rather is. The one thing people might not realize about a Would You Rather in our case is that there's a genie involved. I don't even know when we decided that Johnny was a genie. I mean, he generally likes to wear blue shirts and other weird shit that's, just Johnny shit. But I don't know particularly where the genie thing came from, but it's pretty critical to understanding the Would You Rather. So Johnny's a genie. Maybe we'll do a genie history episode and just kind of dive into that. But basically all it means is that you have no choice but to answer this question. And you might say, oh, well, what if I choose to not answer it? I'll just walk away. Well, like I've done that in previous episodes, and all of a sudden my feet turn into potatoes. So the genie can literally do anything. He's all powerful across time and space. Think like, Rick from Rick and Morty. He's just all powerful, except he weirdly gets pleasure from putting mortal humans into these tricky situations. So that's basically what's going on. We had a lot of beer, and I'll say right before we recorded this episode, if I remember correctly, we shotgunned a beer by stabbing it with an arrow. I mean, we all shotgunned a beer. Joe has a bow and arrow set. I guess that's also something that's true. I really don't know. Like I said, I found this file, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Lots of Johnny Alex Jones ranting. Check us out at thunktankpodcast.com. We occasionally blog there, and sometimes on topic for an episode, sometimes something totally random. That's about it. If you like the podcast, support us on Patreon, or just share it with people, spread it around. And see you guys in the tank.
Attention humans, this is a Thunk Tank. Please insert this podcast directly into your nearest orifice for viewing pleasure.
Okay, you ready? Oh shit.
Welcome to the Thunk Tank. Welcome to the Thunk Tank.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Come into our Thunk Tank.
Luke, don't switch to the other peanuts.
Welcome to the Thunk Tank. Come in the tank. We're thinking, and we're drinking,
and we're thunked.
Oh my god, I'm probably more beer than man if we go far enough back at this point.
Drunk tank, another drunk tank. I feel like I'm one of those Rick and Morty commercials, the
drunk tank number. It's just kind of scattered.
Wait, this is going on the main feed. Actually, that's what we said. So we've been doing a night of getting drunk and doing drunk tanks. But,
are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Let's put them on the main feed.
This is on the main site.
We're just gonna do a 15-minute would you rather, just like wildness to put on there.
This is what I've been working on. Would you rather be stuck on a desert island by yourself for an indeterminate amount of time, or you're stuck on a lifeboat with Donald Trump, and there's a few conditions. He has a gun, like raging boner. Like he got injected with Viagra when the ship went down, and he's hopped up on methamphetamines.
How long does Viagra stay in your system?
I don't know. But
how long does Trump stay in your system?
You will be rescued on a lifeboat within 2 weeks. All I can tell you about the island is you're in a major shipping lane, but there's no guaranteed off time. So which would you rather?
Wait, that was both
Can
options?
you give me like a minimum maximum?
Yeah, no.
I just heard one horrifying scenario in my mind.
So you get stuck on a desert island by yourself, and you got to survive and try to get rescued. Or you're on a lifeboat and you're gonna get picked up in 2 weeks, but you're floating on the open ocean with bonered up, methed up, armed Donald Trump.
So
You know what?
He
Let's
might kill
change
me.
Donald Trump because he's an old man. You might be able to overpower. I'm gonna go with
Definitely.
Alex Jones, methed up, bonered up, armed Alex
right.
Jones.
Is he in full Alex Jones mode? Like
I would imagine the ship
Is
just
he
went
in,
down.
like-
He's
the
not
thing about ships.
Who's he going to blame for the ship going down? Probably Obama, right? So
Right.
I don't care who he blames. I
That's
want to
an
know if
easy
his
metaphor
craziness is
transition
going to
for
like
him.
turn into eating me or like
It's 2 weeks.
I don't know, man. Depends on the
2 weeks
weather,
is
I
a
guess.
long time. 2 weeks is a long. Alex Jones eats like bowls of chili big enough that he'll forget his kids' teachers' names.
Alex Jones could eat a bowl of
I don't-
chili worth of you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think he's going 2 weeks without
easily.
getting super hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so will you. But he's got to sleep. You could try to get.
Wait,
the
what
gun
do I
that
have
way.
on the other island? Do
I
I
have
have
to
books or
sleep.
something? Do I get
Yeah.
reading material? Do I get?
I
Do I have
Good
any
point.
survival supplies?
There's
Like,
fresh water.
it's
do I have any tools? Am I naked? Like, what is
No,
my
you have
starting
clothes.
situation?
All right, you get whatever clothes, like normal clothes.
Okay. But I don't
pants
have
and
like
shirt.
any other tools. Like I don't have duct tape or I appear on an island.
Yeah, I'll give you a
Abandoned.
knife.
A knife?
That's big.
What kind of? No, I'm very appreciative.
It's like a really sturdy, solid knife.
Okay.
Like a really good
Does-
hunting.
But I
knife.
might not be rescued. There's no guarantee.
No
of being
guarantee.
rescued.
You be there 20 years and you might be rescued.
Wait, so where are you putting me exactly though? Like just a random island in the Pacific?
I
Or-
said it's in a major shipping lane, but no one knows you're on this little island.
that kind of sounds.
So if you could like
It sounds doable if you
sounds
can figure
fun,
out when a
yeah.
ship passes.
you could spell
Sounds
help
fun
on the
at least for
beach
the first
or
20
make
minutes.
fire or
Yeah.
It boils down to: do I trust myself more than I trust a methed up, gunned up Alex Jones in a raft?
And Tommy gets to the crux of it. There's always
definitely don't
I'm
trust
gonna go
him.
with
there's always a
myself.
philosophical question under the insanity.
All right.
You cut through very quickly.
I-
Wait,
was
but I could
immediate,
just
I got
I could
that
just
one.
like toss him overboard, right? If I could.
Can you? He's a big dude and he's
Yeah,
armed.
but he
and-
doesn't
and
have access to chili.
You're right. He's going to lose strength quickly.
lose
Yeah,
So-
that may be his source of power.
Let's think of this like a would you rather
Just saying.
has
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
a would you rather has the genie version where the question is posed and all that. And then it has us humans who have to figure
no,
out
Luke,
what are we missing.
It's not
Let's
that we're
think
humans.
through
It's
this.
that we're mortals. That's
You know
the
what annoys
problem.
me about a would you rather though,
Most of
Joe?
that.
If you think through it, all you realize is how much of a prison you're in terms of like choosing.
Oh, it's about choosing the lesser evil for yourself.
No,
What
it's
do they
about
say?
it's about thinking about yourself and what like you know.
No, it's about
that was about
making sure
entertainment.
that the genie is entertained.
Yeah.
and that in addition to the genie being entertained, I like come out with a net positive of fingers
after the
because
potato-
I didn't consider that I could have negative fingers until I got involved in a genie like scenario.
No, it's about it's
Now I
about
know better.
isolating like your decision making. It's like sure anyone can react to anything, but if you only have one choice, you're going to take that choice. But what if you have two horrific choices? Then you
Right,
really have
yeah.
to question your values, everyone else's values, the value of those values.
and
it's like,
you might have a specific value that
Like,
makes
when
you go,
you
this
could
one's
just-
slightly better.
you might be like on it, like the game theory safe bet is I'll just pretend to go to sleep, and then when Alex Jones goes to sleep, steal the gun and kill him and push him overboard because you know it's only 2 weeks.
He's a fairly wide and crazy man, though.
yeah,
Like,
but there's
I'm just not.
He might fake go to sleep too.
I think when
right.
it,
Yeah, what drugs is he on? In
yeah,
this
so
thing?
he
No
fake
question,
went to
he might-
sleep
yeah.
10
He's on
minutes before
Viagra?
you.
on Methed Viagra.
like the whole time. He
The
has
whole
this steady
time he's got a
stream?
nano.
He'll probably die of a
That's
heart
not
attack.
hard.
by
He's got a
day
small
two.
implant.
I'm not going to survive 2 weeks.
So
of
my
that.
question
got a-
about Viagra,
It's like
No,
it's like a
it's
mouse.
safe
It's a
dose.
mouse feeder of Viagra.
He might
like,
drop
straight
dead.
into his
a
bloodstream.
genie-designed mouse feeder of Viagra.
Of course. He might drop
Right
dead
into his
3 weeks
bloodstream.
later, but he's going to make it the 2 weeks on the boat unless you do something.
What if I
So-
take his Viagra
Automatically.
supply?
What do you mean?
Yeah, the
Like he's not going to die of dehydration.
Wait, how much Viagra is he taking? Because won't you die?
It's like
if
a
you-
slow drip.
Won't you die if you just
He's
take
kinda
Viagra
always
for
got, like,
weeks
a
at time?
simmering-
Like that's not an actual.
It's kind of
tenable
always like a
option.
simmering horniness, but like it's probably going
Like
to
it-
come up in the first. In
Like
the
if
2
you took
weeks.
an
And it
IV
probably
of
will- it will- probably
Tylenol
won't
for
turn on
2
you
weeks, you'd probably
necessarily.
die too.
I don't know, man. How long on a lifeboat before you start looking attractive to a man with that corset through his veins?
Is it fair to say that to be stuck with a would you rather is like being between a rock and a hard place?
It's
It's
about
literally that.
So can,
Choose one.
Can I
Out of that, that's
can
the
I
best
teach
Johnny will
you?
put you in one.
Can I teach you the Turkish way to say that expression of being between two
Sure.
shitty
isn't it-
choices?
wait, can I say what I think it is from the last time you told me? It's better to shit in a shoe than in a hat.
It's no.
That's a good one. It's
No,
true.
but like the whole point of the expression is it's not better to do either one. They both suck.
Right. I don't want to shit in my shoe or my hat.
So
yeah, but if you had to,
What
There's-
kind of
where the
Turkish
genie
expression
comes
is that,
in. If
Luke?
you had
there's
to.
two versions.
Yeah.
The one I like better is yukarı tükürsem sakal,
He's making this
aşağı tükürsem bıyık. And
Yanko
it
was
means-
listening and she just laughed.
It means
by the
if
way.
I spit down, there's beard, and if I spit up, there's mustache.
Yeah.
It's basically saying wherever I spit, there's hair. Is that what's going on?
Why are you spitting into your hair?
Yeah, that's nothing to do with this.
I think
It's what the definition of a would you rather is.
No, it's not. You're saying no matter what I pick, I have to accept a certain choice.
I have
with
to
it.
spit.
Like there's a certain cost.
No,
to
it's
it. This
saying
is
I have
different.
to spit, and
Yeah.
wherever I spit, the same thing's going to
No,
happen.
it's saying
That's
basically-
not. That's the opposite. Or would
It's
you
saying
rather?
that you need a shave is what it's
Yeah,
saying.
would you
need
rather
a trim.
choose
like if you
this?
spit and you can't not hit hair?
Yeah, you're
you need to, like,
unkempt.
All right,
you
how
need
about
to
this one?
get
This is the other
some
one. I'll
grooming.
just say it in English. It's basically like wait, I have to say it.
Are you scared away our one Turkish listener?
A wand with shit on both ends. That's the other way.
No, because it's shit. No matter which end you choose, you're missing the point.
Wait, why is there
You-
shit on your wand?
But a
point-
rock in a hard place is a rock, and another hard place meaning another rock.
No, which would
That
you
it
rather?
means it's the same choice.
no,
Both choices suck,
It means that one is a rock and one is a hard place.
Yeah, they're different.
but both are hard. They share the same quality of hard.
Yeah, in both my
But it can
choices,
be
there's
harder.
water. It doesn't mean it's
but
the
it can,
same option.
But it can be harder. Some rocks
All
are
right,
harder
so you're
than
saying
others.
They're supposed to be two
two
very
ends of
different
a wand
choices.
with shit on it is like
That's the same.
No, it would be more. Do you want a
That's
wand
the
with
same.
shit on it, or every time you cast a spell with a normal wand, you shit yourself?
Okay.
They're different, but there's
Involving
similarities. Yeah.
All right.
Could you say no matter where I spit, I'm gonna get some on myself because I'm a slob?
I always thought the rock in the hard place is to get you to think that a rock is bad, but a hard place could be harder. Like, there are harder places. I don't
yeah,
think that
they're
there's-
both
diamonds.
bad, but you don't know
Yeah,
which
that's what I
one's
mean. I
better.
don't think they're supposed. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be equal. It's supposed to be. Well, this situation sucks. Both options suck, but you have to weigh like.
Well,
which
they
one
are
is worse.
equal in that at that point you're like, I'm not sure which one's worse, so I just got to pick one. Like it's just random at that point anyway.
Or do you like? Is it the lesser of two evils, or it just makes no difference?
Both.
Well, that's my point. But that's different than just saying they're both equally hard.
well, that's the equality I was going for is that they both
Oh,
suck
look at Luke.
at equal amounts, right? Okay. We got to do better at this. We got to get into the details because we're missing the details of the desert island. So far, we don't know what the animal life is like there.
What are we talking about?
The
What are
would
we
you
talking
rather?
about? Oh yeah, shit, islands. Yeah, no, I would eat lizards.
That's
I think
not helpful.
I think I've watched
Joe,
enough Survivor, man.
Let's show the people how they would work through a would you rather on the chance
You know what,
that
Joe?
they encounter a
Lizards,
genie.
Hold on, Joe.
ghouls,
There's,
goblins.
Joe, there's lizards. There's lizards. They're not easy to catch.
How
but there
big are they?
lizards.
I got a
Are
stick.
they the lizards on Planet Earth, Episode 1, Season 2?
You hope so. There's a lot of meat.
That
on
was
those.
oddly specific.
Because I watched it.
I
That was
hope
an
so.
oddly specific
Well,
answer.
how's
If
the
you pulled that out without seeing it, I'd be scared.
how's the fish life?
There's fish also hard to catch. There's none that you can just like run up and grab like a catfish.
No, like make
really
a spear
learn
or
it.
something.
Yeah, you gotta work for whatever. Are
Yeah.
you done, Joe? Did that fail?
Oh, I'm still recording. This is going on in a regular episode, so
All right, so it's a desert island. You can survive there. You're not gonna get like malaria and die from a bug. If you die, it's because you fucked up. Because you're like, oh, I have a fever, or like, oh, I'm a little tired, but I'm still gonna climb to the top of this tree, and then you fall and break your neck. Like it's you stuff. Like a hurricane might come and fuck up your shelter, but it's not gonna blow you like into the water 50 yards offshore and drown you.
so you're not going to have tornadoes, hurricanes, any of that shit.
You'll have hurricanes, but as long as you're like somewhat smart,
I'm in
you're
a
not just-
cave.
as long
Do
as
I
you're
get
not like,
caves?
oh, this is the time to go surfing. There's sick waves, and I made like a tree bark surfboard. You're not immortal. Like, yeah, you're gonna die from those giant
Yeah.
waves. They're gonna throw you in a reef and
Don't
crack
be
your
stupid.
back.
It's
You'll
time.
wash
build
up
an
on shore
Ewok
and
village?
Your limbs
Is
broken.
there enough wood to build an Ewok
There
village?
is, but there's not the trees. Like you could build the
okay.
little houses. The trees aren't that tall. It's a tropical
Yeah, but there's like palm
forest,
trees and stuff.
and
right?
there's no Ewoks to populate it. So when the rest of yours come, you're gonna look real crazy. That you
I don't
built
care
a
how I
whole
look.
empty village.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah.
It would work great into my
I don't
memoir,
want to be too crazy because they might not.
which
rescue
apparently
you.
I'm writing now that I'm, stranded on a
No, they'll
genie
try to-
island,
they'll try to-
building
There's no
a-
paper.
in an abandoned Ewok village. What?
There's no paper. You try to carve shit into rock.
No, I mean when I get back, if I get rescued. You said like people would
Oh.
think, you're such a weirdo
You would
for
be.
building an abandoned Ewok village on a remote island while you were stranded, and I'll be like, yeah, it's going into my memoir.
Oh, here's the other thing too to mess with your head. The institutionalization part of it. Is,
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
if you get rescued from the island, it like melts into the ocean as you sail away. It disappears.
It's just
so you can't
it
go
goes,
back.
It goes full.
So if
Greek
you get
myth-
so
Greek
comfortable
myth.
with the island and you leave after 15 years and you become famous and they make a movie and you want to like go back and build a vacation, it's gone. Like it's over. If
But
you
it
get ready, if
sinks
you
into the
leave,
ocean. It doesn't disappear. It slowly
it disappears.
sinks.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
melts into the ocean.
Okay.
So if you leave, you leave. You can never go back. It's just like the what was it? The Chamber of Wonders.
Yeah,
in
but I feel
Aladdin?
like
What was
people
it
would
called?
believe me if I wait. Couldn't I just do that? Couldn't I just say if I disappeared for a year, come back and say, "Oh yeah, I was on an island for a year. I'm going to write a memoir."
Yeah, it's unrelated to this.
Yeah, but you don't know how long it's going to be, Joe.
No, but I'm saying hypothetically. How
right
would,
now.
Yeah, how would
Yeah,
you?
you
know?
come live in my basement for a year.
Yeah, I could just lie.
I'm down. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Except we're recording this.
Oh shit! This is
We
live.
should talk about this strategy off
Ah,
air.
I think I need a new career path. I thought it was.
You're not going to give me a maximum, Johnny? Like
How old are you?
right now?
Yeah,
29?
right now.
65 years.
That's such an odd question.
Like I'll definitely get off by age 65 if I
No,
survive.
no,
otherwise.
65 years from now.
I'm more worried
If you're still
about
alive,
that.
you'll get rescued.
like if you don't get rescued.
That's
the
the maximum, but it,
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
it
Potential.
could happen within a day.
Right.
Yeah.
If you
part of the
just
gamble.
decide I'm kind of boring, let him go.
No, if the shipping lanes
or
work
if that's
out.
just how the dice. If you roll a d20. Yeah.
So is there
Yeah.
randomness
Yeah.
in the genie? Would you rather? Is it like the determinism thing, but plus randomness? You know.
So you're trying to. So I don't like what he's doing. He's trying to get me into a narrow enough window of like, 60 years. If I
Yeah,
like,
Luke, you're gonna
the
lose
random
all lizards
distribu-
on the island. Shut
He's
the fuck
thinking
up. You should know better by now.
He's
Luke.
thinking
I can see he's boiling.
Yeah, he's
Potato
starting to
feet.
simmer.
You want to be on the island with potato feet,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's thinking like if I could get a range, there's a normal bell curve within that.
Yeah.
So if it's 30 years, like, then there's a pretty good chance I'll get picked up in the first 10 and I can deal with it. No, it's genie random.
Which means you choose.
Like if you're doing real well, I'm not going to rescue you. I'm going to wait till it gets interesting. You know
That's
what
I mean. But my motivation to do well is to survive. Yet I want to
Right.
be boring enough to have you go like fuck this. But I don't want to be so boring that you think I'm doing it on purpose and you just give me potato feet and you go there. See what he
Not
does
even
now.
doing it on
Yeah.
purpose.
See how
If
you're
you're just
building an Ewok village with potatoes for feet.
Or see how you can be boring and just go wah wah. Like what if I knew it was a genie thing and I just go on my back and I start going wah
Like a baby
wah,
turtle.
The
like
other
a baby.
thing-
then he's gonna turn you into
Then
a
he-
sheep.
That he's just
just
going to be
leave
like,
you on
see
the
how you
island.
like it if you have potatoes
Actually, that
for
might be
hands.
easier.
No.
You can still walk around, but your hands are potatoes.
Don't tell me how I'm going to curse you first. I will decide how
Excuse
you
me,
curse.
sir. I didn't mean to overstep my boundary. I'm just.
I think you do.
I'm trying to entertain you. Of
Well,
course.
you did turn
So-
us into a sheep. It would be easier
The-
because we would just live. Like sheep don't worry about having.
Well, what if
building houses.
your brain in a sheep body?
So
So
wouldn't be so
Uh,
bad.
what the fuck?
Honestly,
You just
like,
keep it-
would you rather be a cow or a human?
What?
I just mean like,
depends on the cow and the human.
if you're a cow, you'll die in your sleep, and the time will pass, but like you'll never have to worry about anything human again.
So he's forgetting something. Wow. Hold on. Before we go to this, Luke,
I was not ready for that line of
He's got me
questioning. Holy
intrigued. I want to
shit.
move on. But the problem you're forgetting about with the Would You Rather is you're assuming if you're boring enough, I'll get bored, but you're just immortal. My time span, I might be like, this is a boring human. I'll give it another 30 years. And then I'm going
And
to
you'll
change the
just
channel.
you'll go back to Arabia for a while.
That's racist.
Arabian
How?
Nights.
Why you got to
like
be an Arabian genie, huh?
days.
Who said you're from there? I said you're going
I'm from
back
Florida. I can't be a Floridian genie, huh? Just because of how I look, you think I'm an Arabian genie?
there. You've been wearing blue all weekend,
So
Johnny.
offensive.
You have
yeah,
been
there's blue
with-
genies in Florida. You would know if you weren't such a bigot about genies. No, I think it depends on the cow because even like a meat cow, like that's going to be a dairy cow that's going to get eaten. They milk those udders for a few years, and it's got to feel good when they actually remove the milk.
It's like I know what it feels
It's like peeing.
I know what it feels like. It feels like when you're getting a haircut and they shave the back of your neck and you go, oh.
Yeah. Now imagine when you were doing that, but while they did it, you secreted milk that was swelling and giving
I
pushing
can't
pressure on your
imagine
organs.
that. I wish
Think-
I could.
Either that or it'd be
Try.
like the first little kid orgasm you had where like
What?
Yeah, that was an
wait,
interesting
I should have
choice
put those
phrasing.
words all in a row.
Anyways, before he can put that in context, rim shot. Come on, Joe. Oh,
I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna tell a story about being a kid, but
Yeah, I think you should.
No, you're right. More context doesn't help. It never helps.
Trombone.
Well,
Yeah.
add the trombone one, he says.
Is that what he told you? Is that what the man said, Luke?
What if
What are we talking about? Oh, no. So even if you're going to be a dairy cow, you get milked for a few years. I guess whenever your milk goes sour or your titty udders dry up, they're like, well, send them to the meat farm, and then they make steaks out of you. Like, I would rather be that cow that gets a couple of good years than like a crack baby who dies in the hospital, right? Isn't that still a better life, even though it's a better life as a lower life form?
What do you think's more conscious, the crack baby or the cow?
How you answer this is important because as a genie, you're all cows to me. So please give me your opinion.
Are you equating crack babies and cows, or are you saying which one would I rather be?
No,
Are we in a meta would you rather, like a would you rather within a would you rather?
Of course we are. I'm a magical genie that can transcend time
It's like
and
the Rick
space.
and Morty batteries.
Of course that's what we're doing.
Batteries with universes,
Mini universes,
and micro
tiny
universes.
and yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I'm leaning towards the island because I'm not sure I could handle this drugged up Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I think the island would be fun for at least 20 minutes. Alex Jones would not be fun at all, and I could be rescued within 20 minutes. So, I
But
don't know. It's a tough
what about
easily.
No, I'm gonna go with the island.
I suppose if you're going with the island, though,
yourself?
you have to be okay with being there for the rest of your life.
You might go crazy
alone.
in like a month.
Yep, that's true.
And then what? Like,
But
even if
I
you get
feel like we're
rescued 2
already
months
crazy.
in, what if you get
We're
rescued
all
2 months
crazy.
in and it takes you 10 years to get over that craziness of 2 months? Whereas if you get rescued after 2 weeks, it only takes you,
What
That's
if
granted
you
I survived the 2 weeks.
I know
I
what's
don't
going to
think I'll
happen.
survive those 2
I'm going to
weeks.
be stuck on the island for a long time, and I'm going to slowly, lose my mind at, like you said, for a couple years, and then I'm going to leave. And like you say, people are going to say, oh, yeah, that was crazy. He was trapped on this island for a few years, but it's good to have him back. And I'm never going to be able to quite adjust. And I'm going to get deeper and deeper into my own insanity.
Probably.
Until I can watch nothing else but Alex Jones. See, it's a genie trick. Take Alex Jones
Yeah,
on the
but
raft.
Joe, genie
Just-
trick or
just get
not, it
over
doesn't
with.
help us answer it any better.
Yes, it does.
How?
Then you're
Because either way, because if you choose the island, you're cursed with a lifetime of Alex Jones. If you choose Alex Jones now on the life raft, you're done of him. You're like, that was just a horrible person.
If you survive,
and
though,
it's
you
a
might not
world-
survive.
If you survive,
It's a world without Alex Jones.
either
'cause
way,
he dies 3 weeks
you're
later.
not avoiding Alex Jones. Is my point. There's no way to avoid Alex Jones. I see what you did
Oh,
there.
so you have to
Yeah.
do the version that kills Alex Jones.
I did not say that, but you
No,
could.
no, that's
I thought
what
he
he said
strategy.
earlier.
You
Yeah,
don't have to. You can.
That
you
was
could,
part of the-
You
Well,
could,
you're right.
get-
You
hold
kill
on.
either Alex Jones physically or in spirit.
No, you could
Yeah.
just
Either way, you
could-
defeat him one of several ways, but you must defeat him.
No, you could also
Yeah.
just be like, "How about those Zionists?" and just act like you agree with him on everything because he's the guy with the gun for 2 weeks.
And
then when
he'll
you get
know
off
that
the
probably
island-
teaming up with you is better than killing you. He's not going to eat you in 2 weeks.
If he runs out of chili,
I don't think
you might.
people start eating people within 2 weeks. Like they're able to. You're able to go a long time without food.
How long have you gone without?
You guys
food?
have to work together.
People are worried about him trying to drink your blood or something.
Yeah, he is hopped up on a Viagra and meth.
Oh, that's the part I keep forgetting. He's not rational. He's
He
not
wasn't-
even rational in his irrational way. He's not
Yeah,
rationally
no.
irrational.
No.
It's a low dose of Viagra and meth. It's the combination that
You
makes
said
it.
high dose. I'm pretty sure. I
No.
haven't. I don't
No,
remember.
I
but-
said he had a nanite implant, a genie implant that would drip it into his system. So,
But you can control that
Maintaining
dial.
what level?
Johnny Genie has access to that dial. That's what
yeah,
I'm worried
if you do
about.
too good of a job, you're not staying on level one.
See?
Have you ever played Tetris? It doesn't stay on level one the whole time.
That's
See?
so
No?
stressful.
No,
it's
'cause-
like if I'm doing
That's
too well
life.
at the island, he'll be like, "How about another thunderstorm?"
Yeah, be like,
It's like
I'll
the
blow up
Truman
his hut.
Show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
if you
blow up
build
his
a
hut with
dope
the
tree,
lightning
if you
rod.
build a dope tree house on the island in a week, and you're like well adjusted and like figuring out hobbies and a schedule that's making you adapt, I gotta ruin that somehow.
Fair enough.
You're gonna start hallucinating. You're gonna find out one of the main berries on the island
can we
is
talk
really
about-
nutritious, but also makes you hallucinate. So you're like, well, it's really good for me, but I'm really gonna lose my grasp on reality. I guess I'll go for it.
Then can we talk about one of the most unfortunate things about a Would You Rather is somehow you found yourself in this situation where you have to choose two shitty things for someone who might even renege on the deal. Like, if you ask for a dosage in this
like that
medication, he's saying, I'll just increase it with my nano
Feels like
drip.
you're describing presidential
I'm saying,
elections.
like, Where's the version where I can just say, I wish I've never come across this genie?
So this
That's
this
the
shows,
wrong question to ask.
This shows
I
how
can tell you that much.
shows Luke's spoiled white privilege right now.
What did I just say, Luke?
The fact that he's like,
All right, Blue Man.
You're like, it's so unfair that you're presenting a world where I have two terrible choices. Most people have one terrible choice in life,
And that's
it's
to
the
die.
life that they're living. So the fact that I'm giving you two options and a chance, you already have twice the chance of most people. So I would worry more about outsmarting the genie or entertaining him than complaining about him. That's all I would say.
All right. I have a question then for
Did I shame you a
Joe.
little
I'm going to
bit?
do a meta would you rather. Would
I don't
you
know if
rather
the genie would
have
like
to
that.
deal with a would you rather with Johnny in actual real life? Not like your brother, but like an actual,
actual
genie.
genie.
But
Would
it's-
you rather deal
real
with a
life.
would you rather that's unknown to you, or battle with cancer and it's you don't
Holy
know what's
shit.
going to happen, but you're probably going to survive. It's like an 80% survival kind of cancer.
Wait, is the genie that I'm dealing with? Is it just,
Exactly like Johnny, except not your brother, just like a psychopathic genie,
Unknown genie.
unknown
See,
genie.
that's what worries me because if it was a
Johnny was in undergrad genie school with him.
Oh,
Yeah, they find out I've been practicing on Mortals without a license, and they swoop in to
Yeah.
see how much I fucked.
Well,
it
you've
up.
been
you don't
te-
even know what that means.
yeah, you've been teaching outside your jurisdiction.
Yeah, and you don't even know. They're like, well, we're just going to do a quick run.
We've been
real
doing
run
Thug
to
Tank
show you.
podcast for about
Yeah.
a year and a half. It turns out Johnny's been in trouble with the Genie Council the whole time. We just assumed his credentials were there.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well,
I'm
when
re-
you could turn our feet into potatoes and whatnot.
Why w-
You know, like, and then change them back when he was like, "Yeah, that's a good point."
Why would a renegade genie spend this much time with you two? Are you guys that interesting?
Yes.
No, that's the point, though.
That's the point, right?
No, that's the
It's
point.
about
We're not
us.
interesting.
It's always been about me. I knew it since a kid.
Sure. My mom was right.
My mom was
I
right.
am
I am a
special.
good boy.
But that's the thing. It's that we're not special. That's what fascinates you. You're like, oh my god, these monkeys. They think they know things.
Yeah, but Joe,
That's
you're in a meta
hilarious.
would you rather. Are you going with the would you rather? Or are you
Let's
going
see.
with the cancer?
Well, wait a minute. Do we know that this genie is going to be less benevolent than Johnny Genie, or it's just a random?
I already said that answer. Random genie from Johnny's undergrad genie school.
Okay, so it's fairly odds up in the air.
It's going to be
terms of
very
benevolence.
Johnny-like.
But it'll probably be Johnny-like.
Unreasonably enjoying your
What did you say about me?
But he's also reasonable.
that you unreasonably enjoy our misfortune.
Why
He's
is it
ireful.
unreasonable?
I know. I feel like
Ireful.
I feel like he's ireful but forgiving when he
Well,
feels
it-
like
I
it.
think I'm
If-
fair, but stern, but fair.
Yeah.
I would say.
There's a fairness to it because when
Yeah.
he sees cleverness,
Yes.
but we struggled to figure it out.
Yeah.
then
He likes that.
He likes that.
Yeah, he likes that. He's like, oh, yeah, the monkeys
He-
did good.
he
Yeah,
doesn't-
yeah, that's
Well,
good.
what tastes better, like a tomato you grew in your yard or one you bought at the store? You know, it's about the journey together. And yeah, I'm going to eat you guys at the end of this, of course. Did you not know
eat
that?
us the whole time.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the first one, that you guys get eaten whenever.
So are you taking the would you rather?
I guess I'm not. I'm taking the cancer because I didn't realize I was going to be.
you better be
eaten.
careful. You're in a car battery universe in another universe, and you better decide. 'cause
No, I like the idea of choosing the genie just because it's something interesting.
I would choose the genie.
I would
as
choose the
well.
genie
Yeah.
too.
Because
and the
like,
cancer is just such a real life thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
even
it's
if
like
I-
that-
the genie's
that-
gotta
that
be more
happens all
fun.
the time to people. Nobody ever gets a chance.
But
you know what I mean?
To even be
also-
stuck on an island, that's a chance in a way.
or to be like, oh, this genie, I could learn something from this genie, right?
right,
Or to just die
the
from
risk reward
Which
is
plenty more people do probably.
the risk reward payoff is
I
much
assume.
higher with the genie.
So I've
'cause
heard.
Cancer, it's up to
That's true.
medicine. I can try and keep my spirits up and be
You're right.
healthy and
It-
all
risk
that,
reward
but it's
is a big
really up
factor.
to like
Yeah.
chemistry and biology. Whereas with the genie, like my wits are probably, even though they're not a lot, are probably my best bet. And like,
Yeah.
I have the potential to turn out better out of the actual genie. Why? What would you pick, Luke? Dealing with me, or
You know, I was actually
or, I mean, dealing with a real genie, or just
Morty,
dealing with
Morty, what would you choose, Morty?
I was thinking I
Gotta
wouldn't
make a
choose
choice,
the genie,
Morty.
but after what you just said, Joe, like that in a way, it's like a once in a lifetime
Yeah,
adventure
exactly. Yeah.
that you almost certainly won't get to face in just modern day.
So many
You know what,
people
Luke?
go to climb Mount Everest, and that's not nearly as
But
interesting.
guys,
Yeah.
as
you know,
getting to
you
deal
guys
with the
came to
genie.
an answer, but that's why everyone rubs the lamp.
Oh, that's true. That's part of
Might
the
as well,
genie
because
allure,
we all
right?
know that myth. So you pick up a random lamp, you're like,
and you rub it,
might as well rub it. There might
Yeah.
be a genie in it.
What's the worst that can
and then
happen?
you're like, "What's the worst that can happen if I make a few wishes?" It's like, really?
all the
What
genie
did they do
movies.
on Always? We were watching the Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they capture a leprechaun in the basement. The first wish is for a hose, and there's magically one there.
Yeah.
And then the second wish Mac
no, it's
turns,
not magically there. It's because they've been drinking paint.
right, and they're like, oh, I don't remember that being
Right.
there.
There's no
But-
magic actually. This
Yes,
guy's just.
but we don't know for sure because they stick to genie rules.
We
As
know,
soon
they
as-
don't know.
No, we don't because
the dramatic irony.
No, because as soon as Mac
fair
finds out,
enough.
he goes,
We
"You
don't
get
know
3
yet."
wishes." Mac turns and does the game theory calculations in his head that these are going to get squandered. He goes, I wish I could live forever. And Charlie uses the third wish and goes, I wish you don't.
Yeah.
And so you don't know if he's a real leprechaun or not
Right.
because they have
So
a
wish
shitty hose.
one hose.
And if Mac, if
Wish
Mac,
2,
yeah.
live forever. Wish 3, cancel it out. Done.
So you got a hose out of it. It's really hard to prove that it's a magic hose.
Also, Mac, without thinking at all, just goes, I wish I lived forever. It's like,
Such a
do
childish
you?
wish.
Do you
Yeah.
really wish that?
Yeah, it's like
That
you,
sounds like hell.
that
I
means
think
the
Charlie
universe
saves him.
ends and you just
Yeah,
kind of
Charlie
there
saved him.
forever.
Until the
Like-
next one starts.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie did save him.
All right, guys, so we're
All right, so
four
we have-
minutes away from 30 minutes,
Well,
and
you
we
have to
got to
give me
answer.
you got to give me an answer.
Yeah.
Because give me an answer.
Desert Island.
You're choosing the desert island? Okay, how about you?
I
Desert
choose the
island?
desert island, too, because
Desert
once I'm
Island.
on the desert island, I can play with a certain friend of mine I've come
Well,
to know,
Can I tell you guys? I can tell you how you end up getting
and
rescued.
they are baby sharks, baby sharks, baby sharks, baby
So
sharks.
the way you actually end up getting rescued is Alex Jones and me, Johnny Genie, show up in a life raft on the shore 10 years after you get stuck on the island. That's who rescues you.
10 years.
You're there for 10 years by yourself, and then I show up with methed out, Viagra, Alex Jones, and Genie Johnny on a raft, and I'm just laughing the whole time. And he's trying to save you guys. Like, get in the boat, we'll get out of here.
And you're
you
just
have
like,
to deal with. Yeah, and I'm just laughing, standing on the shore, and he's like, "Come on, we're gonna go back to the mainland. Come with us. I got enough Viagra to get us all there. I got enough bullets to shoot all the baby sharks." And I'm just laughing with my
10
arms
years?
crossed like a genie. And you're standing on the beach, like looking back at the little hut you built and like the straw people you hang out
And
with.
I'm like-
and then you're looking at the insanity in the boat, and you're looking at the
The Wilson
insanity in
people?
my eyes while I just cackle.
Yeah.
And you got to make that choice now.
I'm choosing cancer.
All right then.
Can you outro us?
I
As,
think I just did.
no,
I'm pretty sure that was a pretty
as
good
Alex
close.
Jones as Alex
Oh.
Jones just yelling about the sharks. You ready?
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening to
The
the Drunk
sharks
Tank.
are getting more gay, and before that, they got even more Zionists. And the thing about the baby sharks is George Soros has been making them bigger and stronger and voting more often. In the last election, we had 10 times the shark vote that we did the illegal aliens. And I don't mean Mexicans, I mean those goddamn Andronymous strain motherfuckers coming over here on their ships made out of light, but it looks like a Viking boat, because, you know, that's a thing. And then the real way to kill a shark, you gotta get your sword with your Celtic runes, and then you gotta fight on the beach, or he'll take all your chili. And if you give him a spot of the chili, then guess what? Now
Johnny
you
had
got shark
chili
cancer.
for dinner. That's what's going on here. Johnny had chili for
I
dinner.
had a big bowl of chili too, actually.
I hope you remember this.
Thanks for listening to the
The
Thunk
New
Tank
World
Would You
Order wants
Rather.
to take your
This is gonna
chili
be-
and fill it with
This is gonna be an
Viagra.
episode.
And we'll see you.
Yeah,
There.
we'll see you
Once
at
you
the
got
next
the chili
episode.
Viagra coursing in your veins, they know you're going to vote Democratic. Because once
bye,
the party's
Johnny.
got its hooks in you,
Say
and
bye,
the
Johnny.
party is
Should we
gonna-
fade you out?
Yeah, you should probably fade me out. And the thing about the toxic masculinity argument is really the new left just trying to take down.